As a parent in society and as a parent of 3 children, I have I have come into the pain of what it's like to raise children by ourselves, by me and my partner. We we try doing it with our grandparents, with our parents, raising the children together, and that didn't work out for us and for what we wanted, what we were looking for in life, and what we wanted for our children and for ourselves. And for different reasons, we ended up moving to a place that was more resonance with us, that was more in resonance with where we wanted to live. And in this move, we haven't found, we didn't find the the people, the resonance of with the people to be in here. And we're going into a space. We went into a space where we're building all of our relationships from zero, from scratch. It's kind of like this seed that goes into this new environment and starts growing. And and we're facing the different challenges of being in that environment, and the challenges of not having grandparents, not having a village around us that is supporting us. And we're experiencing this, being marginalized, being at the edge of things, where we thought like there is a big shift from living from a money based perspective, where if you have money you can get things, to this like relating. And and in the relating, it takes time. It takes time for you to be able to get to know someone or something like that. And so we haven't had the foundations here in this place, in this new place where we are, to have that support system. And it has been painful. It is very painful. And also seeing that other mothers that have been here for a long time, other families that have been here for a longer time, they're also in this pain of not having a support system. They're struggling with like how much work it is, and how, for the mother especially, how much work it is, and how much disconnection there is from the fabrics of collaboration with one another, like like from the basic things, from like sharing a meal to like I don't know, it's like a discovery process too, in this like new way of collaboration. How do you want to collaborate? How do you want to live together? What are your desires? What nurtures you? What fits you? And in these times where there's been like this big reset of like the fabrics of culture and society, they're kind of like crumbling and shaking. And it is coming up with this new possibility of exploring, like, how do you want to collaborate? What do you want to create in the world? What do you want to see? What nurtures you? What fits you? What does village looks like for you? And from this place, emerging with your desire of what you want. And it's like both, like it's like combining, like it's like giving up this fear of like, holy shit, the whole world as I know it is collapsing and is crumbling, and there is nothing else, to like getting to that excitement of the possibility of what's new, of like the possibilities that this is opening, that there was something about that old way that was not working, that was really not working. There is so much hiding and repression of ourselves, and and like this, like putting up a mask, like relating from our mask, from our ego. And like all of that is like showing up, like it's right in the space, it's here, it's now, like we can all see the ego, and like the multiple parts of ourselves that come into life. And it was before, it was packaged up in this one thing, like this one thing. And now we're coming into this place where, like, where are all of those things? We're not just the nice things, we're not just this nice part of ourselves, we are also this like like ugly part, we're the angry, or like the this like nasty part that's revenging and hiding and sneaking and has addictions and has all of these things. And we're coming to realizing and coming into more awareness in the outer collective about these parts of ourselves. And this new possibility that's coming is including all of that, like there is no place to hide. Like, for being in community and living in village with others and collaborating with other adults, these parts, they become visible. They are here. They cannot be hidden. They cannot be put to the side or put behind us. They gotta be in front of the table, in front of us. We gotta work with it because they're not going anywhere. These parts of ourselves, they're not going anywhere. The underworld is not going anywhere. Is And this is like the big shift of perspective of um, that we're like in this old paradigm. We were thinking that we were gonna like kill the evil and like get rid of the evil, and the evil is bad and we're gonna get rid of it, to like fucking seeing the evil within us, and like, holy shit, like I'm guilty, I'm shame, I am I am violent, I am in a addictive, I am abusing myself and abusing my environment. And that, like seeing that, like inside, that's inside of you as well. And then like we thought we were going to a place where there was no evil, and there was like, it's all peace, it's all nice and rainbows and flowers. And that is kind of a bullshit place. We're not going that way. We're really not going that way. We're like in this present moment, like seeing how, like, the reality of where we are, the reality of life, where we were judging or blocking and repressing our underworld, these like bad parts of ourselves, to being in this present moment with those, all of those parts of ourselves present in this moment, and present, ready for collaboration, and ready for being seen. And there is a part, like a part of us that's maturing for us to, for you, there is a part of you that's maturing for you to really be with yourself wherever you are, without denying those parts, without pushing those away, but saying like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, I have those thoughts. I have these thoughts of resentment against my partner, or I have this revenge mechanism against the world. I have this jealousy and envy about the way that other people live. And getting to see the how the underworld and these parts that you were rejecting before, like how they're alive within you, uh not for the purpose of killing it and rejecting it, but just to like seeing why is that there, like not in this way of like wanting to get rid of it or fix it, but just to be with it for one moment. And this is gonna open up, this opens up the doorway. And this is like, I cannot be in community because they're gonna see this, I cannot be with others because they're gonna see this, I have to go hide, I have to find somewhere else to be. And and then in doing that, like, you're just gonna keep like isolating until you're 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 in either in a fantasy world where the underworld is running unconsciously, like underground, nobody acknowledges it, is it's all fine, we're all cool. But then it shoots up sideways, and that means that it comes out in unconscious ways, and in unexpected ways. It's not talked about, so it's kind of like it's like unconscious is not talked about, so it creates these other consequences. And the other possibility is to be here, and this is life. You can see all of these things in nature. in the seed, in the plants, you can see it in the animals, all of these functionings of the dark and light. There is like living only in the light is a fantasy world that is part of a childhood that doesn't resonate anymore for many of us. And like in the seed, like it grows when it's deep in the earth, like covered with dirt, that's and then it grows in the dark, and it comes out from there, and it never stops being that. The roots grow down, and the branches grow up, and it never stops being that. And for us too, as humans, we came from our mother's womb, like inside of the belly, where it was all dark, and when we come out into this world of light. And at the same time, we're in another bigger womb, which is our mother earth, which is in this big darkness of the universe. I don't know, like we go into these like phases of day and night, day and night. So we go into these phases of death and rebirth, death and rebirth. And if you start seeing these things, like you start changing your relationship to your underworld, to what's happening inside of you. And that denial that was there before, is like I was in denial. I was in denial of who I was, who I am. And I was pushing those things away because I was taught, I was programmed to push those things away. I was conditioned to think that those things were bad, and they're not to be shown, they're not to be expressed. They are to be pushed away and talked about in a way that is bad, and only to show the nice parts. And that is the bullshit that is killing our communities, that is killing the aliveness and the authenticity of our villages. So this is an invitation for you, for whoever you are, that to step into this part of working with yourself, being with yourself wherever you are, and put your shit on the table, like all of this underworld, like start noticing it, and that it is part of your village, it is part of who you are, it is part of what life is, and it is part of the programming that we have been indoctrinated in to submit to. Is part of your power. That underworld thing is part of your power, and by creating this programming that is bad, it's like creating an internal war within you, and that creates war. That creates like a war within you, and then a war in your family, and then a war in your partnerships, and then a war in your community, and then in your town, in your city, in your country, and in the world. So in being more with that part of yourself, that part that you've been repressing all your life, or that you have been in denial of, or that you've been judging in others, this is a part of you that you can bring into more awareness through experimenting, and through teamwork, through being with others, through committing to your own evolutionary path, to your path of evolution and growth, and learning, so that you can bring this, your authenticity, into the space of your community, of your village, and your life, living an empowered life, where you're are really in touch with all of the forces that are running through you, and delivering what you came here to deliver. So welcome to this space, and have an awesome journey of discovery. Please send me a message if you have any questions about this. We love to have a conversation about this. Bye for now.